Okay, so I am just entering my third trimester. How have I prepared for birth so far? What am I focusing on preparing for the next 3 months? Here goes, okay? If you're interested, stick around. Hi, my name is Leslie. I'm a disciple, wife, mom, and childbirth doula, and this is where I share about all things birth, faith, and family. And today, we're going to dive right into third trimester prep. What am I planning? What am I doing to prepare for birth? And my top tips for you as you plan for birth, right? I always say it comes down to prepping in these three ways: mental prep, physical prep, and spiritual prep, right? And I think those three facets kind of cover everything in terms of preparing for birth. So I'm just going to give you an overview of what I'm doing this trimester. Okay, so in terms of physical prep, now this is where I think I've shared, if you watch any of my updates, this is where I've been lacking the most because of having three children. Just as always, my physical activity is always the first thing to go when it comes to everything. And so, what am I doing to counteract that? What am I doing to do better? I am focusing on this trimester really doing the 3 to 4 times a week, doing the um, Body Ready Method program, doing their prep program, committing to doing it 3 to 4 times a week. That's what I'm doing, okay? That's what I'm doing in terms of physical prep. That is what I'm asking myself to do. And then every time I sit down, I'm also really trying to sit on the ball as much as I can, or trying to incorporate the activities that I know I can throughout my day. So forward leaning inversion, trying to do that once a day, and some work for my posterior chain because I know that those are problem areas for me. That is what I'm focusing on, right? I so and like making the psoas release and QL release as well. So a couple of areas that I know that I need to work on. That's what I'm doing in terms of physical prep. Also, staying on top of my vitamins, especially my iron, because I do notice a difference, and my nutrition, because I do notice a difference in my energy levels based on how I eat and based on making sure I eat on time and eat the right things. So, all that to say, that's my physical prep, watching what I'm putting into my body and what I'm doing with my body. Okay? I will say probably normally what I'm really good at is the water. I've got a seltzer here. But there's that. So, mental prep. Mental prep. Well, this for me has mostly tied into spiritual prep. But I think in terms of mental prep, I have been there's lots of things that a lot of the things that bog down my mind are things that I want to get off my plate, things that I want to do. So a lot of my mental prep has actually been project driven by projects I want done at home because that has freed up my mental capacity, right? And so in terms of how I'm mentally preparing for birth, I am just trying to get the things done at home so that I don't worry about them, and it keeps my it keep I just want to be in no stress, no anxiety type of area. And that for me is based a lot on how things are around me. So, like, I just today spent 30 minutes this morning with my son, just cleaning the playroom, just the two of us. And that to me gave me so much peace of mind. We reorganized it, we took out the things we didn't need in there, and that gave me peace of mind, right? That was something that was on my list. It's now done. Things like that and have really helped I'm really focused on this third trimester is organizing. And I don't mean that I'm going to be able to do every single purge I want to do, or that I'm going to be able to get every project that I want to get done, because it's probably really a lot. But I just want to make progress in it, and I just want to see incremental change, not just in the things getting done, but in my ability to do them efficiently. And so a lot of that is based on my rest. So a lot of my mental prep is based on my rest, going to bed on time and waking up on time to do what God is calling me to do. That is, I know this seems kind of crazy and kind of like up in the air, and you're like, what is that, Leslie? How is that helping you prepare for birth? Well, I'm on baby number 4, okay? So it's not like when you have your first baby where you could just spend all day just like holding your baby and binge watching TV or something, or playing music or just laying in bed. Like, that is the luxury of baby number 1, but that is not the case with baby number 4, right? I have 3 other children who are going to need me, and so I am preparing that. And so that is mental prep for me, so that I feel like I'm mentally prepared for what that is going to entail. And that does require a lot of physical things. That does require a lot of denying of myself. And that does require a lot of consistency and diligence. And so that is what I'm focusing on in this 3rd trimester, is getting myself where I need to be so that I am just like in complete and total, feel like mentally prepared to bring another child into this world, into this family, into this home, and don't feel like I'm on top of too many toys, or I'm trying to simplify my life so that I can better manage I'm trying to simplify our home so that I can better manage it, because that's what will give me peace of mind. So that is my prep in terms of mental prep. Now, I know for a lot of other people that could be childbirth education, that could be a lot of other stuff. Because I already have that knowledge as a childbirth doula, that's not what I'm as focused on. I've already had that. I've already had conversations with my care providers about where I'm at. I don't need to if you watch my previous video about my 28-week update, like where I'm at, it's not something I need to focus on. And so I'm not. However, in terms of what I'm always keeping on top of, in terms of what I'm always doing, I have is my advocacy work, you just constantly have to stay on top of that. So I'm doing that actually with clients. We're going through advocacy training, and that's actually really great, because it's working on it with another couple also helps me to be cognizant of it for myself. And so that is one thing, I guess, in terms of birth prep on the mental front that I'm doing, is that I'm going through the Keeping Your Power with Families course. And if you want to hear more about that and that program, I mean, Tracy is amazing. I am happy to share more about that with you guys. Just leave me a comment down below. I'm happy to share what my experience is like working with a family and doing that program. Okay, so 3rd, last but definitely not least, is my spiritual prep. And I would say this is where, like, I'm having the most fun right now. I'm having the most, like, just the physical stuff is like, at the end of the night, I'm like, oh, I didn't do it. Let's see, or I'm like, I really want to get in the morning, so it's done, right? But the spiritual part, that's my favorite. Absolutely my favorite. So God gave me my word for my birth, and so he put this word heavy on my heart, and I went into the Bible, and I've just been learning everything I possibly can about God's character, as it says that God is merciful, that he is merciful, that he gives us his loving kindness, that word. And so I have been going very deep into that. I am reading the book of Joshua, 1 chapter a day, and that has been awesome. And that is just kind of giving me guidance on some ways to prepare and stuff. And so actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking it might be, that might be a great way. I'm getting ideas about ways to prepare. So fun things that I can do, even maybe with the children and stuff like that. So then I could take it, use it as like a visual during birth, and have that there for my 3rd birth for Josiah. I made a banner, like a welcome baby banner with the children, and that was really cute. And I had that there, and I made a couple other banners, and I had them on display. They had the Bible verses and things like that, and that was really great for me, and helped to encourage me. So I'll probably do another banner like that for the children, and then with the children, one with the children and one with me, with kind of highlights of this study and what God is teaching me, and promises that I want to hold on to as I go into birth, and promises that I want, scripture that I want to meditate on. So that is what I am working on now. I'm super excited about it. Okay. All right, y'all. I am going to sign off. In terms of how I'm preparing in those three facets, that's it. Physical prep, it's been where I'm slacking, but I'm going to pick it up. Mental prep, don't leave that till last. Just get the projects and all the things out of the way as much as you can, so you bring it to a place of where you feel peace, right? And three, don't forget about that time with God. The more that we understand who He is and we know about who He is, that's the perspective through which we need to see the rest of our lives, to see everything else and all the experiences that we undergo. And that is how I want to be going into birth. And so that's it for this video. If you liked this video, leave a comment down below, give it a thumbs up, do your thing. You know what the things are. And I will see you in the next one. God bless. Hey mama, so thanks for sticking around to watch this vlog of what pregnancy has been like with baby number 4 for this season, for this time, while I'm sharing about this awesome birth story. I am offering my online childbirth education course for as little as $1 to give you access through the end of the year to get yourself educated on birth and pregnancy and postpartum, so that you are prepared to have a supernatural, positive birth experience with Jesus. And so I hope that you'll take advantage of that. The link is down below. Thanks so much for sticking around to watch this video till the end, and we'll see you in the next one.